Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing part 4? Part 4, I think it's part 4 of 60 Seconds Reatomized. Uh, Last episode of this, I couldn't get everything into the shelter in time. I'm pretty sure it's me as Ted and, not Dolores, Mary Jane, I think it's Mary Jane. So the two of us trying to spare as much water and food as possible. Um, I forget what we did. What all we did in the last episode. I know we went through more days. We were able to go. We got a few more days in than when we did in part one. Because I think in part one we were like 16 days in. And I think we got to like 20 something. So we're just gonna hop back in and continue on from there. I forgot we got the cat. I was wondering if this one was the one where we got the cat. Day 25. Yeah, so we got... That's right. We had a broken mask. Whoa, we're on one water bottle. This is not good. It's not looking good. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake. Yes, yeah, we she's fine. She doesn't need anything, so we don't need to send anything. Well, we got some water left. Seems to be in good shape for a trip. We could send... You know what? It might be a dumb idea. We've been wondering about what happened to Uncle Brian. We should have been far from where the bombs fell, but no one knows for sure. It'd be great to find out. He always looked on the bright side of life, so maybe we should too, but it's not easy, so we'd... Yeah. Wait for the instructions. Wait for instructions. We're just gonna go ahead and just do it. Day 26. I don't. I can't tell if he looks like the cat looks like he's plotting something. Like he's just like, how can I kill this family? What can I do? It's like as he's sitting on the game of checkers. We did. Oh, we did. The photo we were looking for was stuck between the pages of the Scout Handbook. Well, lucky coincidence. It's a bit blurry, but it's still a wonderful surprise. Ted needs water to survive. Getting someone to drink from Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Then you will both get water. Although I don't remember the last time I actually gave y'all water was anyway. I'll go with the axe on that one. That seems like the best choice since we don't have the mask. Oh, and Ted is sick. This is not good. Ted seems to have developed an allergy to our furry guest. He's been coughing and sneezing all night long. We should try giving him some medication. Mary Jane went outside. He's not thirsty, but he's infected, and I don't have a med kit. So hopefully Mary Jane finds it. I'm gonna listen to some radio chat. Maybe we'll pick up on some information. It's just... It's not good that Ted's sick, because if he dies before Mary Jane gets back, I'm pretty sure that will be the end of the game. I really hope not. Nothing, and nothing. We could hear nothing but the annoying static. Better luck next time. A few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have halted, and no fresh air seems to be circling through the shelter. We have to fix it before we suffocate like grabs trapped by... I think I used the flashlight for this one. Oh, there's the cat. We're speeding through this, surprisingly. Which isn't bad. The obvious thing to do when a vent is blocked is to check what's blocking it. However, when you shine your flashlight on a hive of mutated insects, things usually go from bad to worse. The angry hive is gone, but the insects did some biting before they fled. Ted keeps coughing and coughing. Ted was hurt. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last long. You know what? Here. Maybe we can hold out a little longer. Sherikov can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check that address? Sure, why not? We might find... We need stuff. Ugh. This is not good. I'm worried. I have to help. I have to make sure Ted is alive. Now I'm wondering, can I don't know how it is in the how it works, but if y'all know, is it possible to just like stay around with Ted or Dolores? Like, can I only can I get every other supplies and not bring my family, or do I have to bring like one of them besides me and survive? Is that possible, or I don't know what to do. We grabbed our new fluffy friend for a little stroll through the waste, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shades. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they'd been looking for it. Apparently it belongs to their dear old Nan, who loves it dearly. Before we could utter a word, they took Sherikov, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind, so maybe it's for the best. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness. Is there anything that can be done about Ted's injuries? Ted is no longer thirsty. If Mary Jane can come back with a... Oh, well, now I can't do anything with this. Crap. They offer bullets for a gun. Well, then why... That's kind of the worst trait ever. That's the worst. I need to find another medkit if possible. It was hard to turn her down because of that darn cheerfulness, but we did it anyway. The woman seemed a bit disappointed and tried to offer us schematics for some weird gun. We turned that down too. It's not like we have any tools around here anyway. Ted's still sick. He's suffering from injuries. Crap. Just things aren't looking good. The siblings are back. The group is growing bigger with each passing day as they picked up tired and hungry survivors and nursed them back to health. However, so far they only have one tent, and soon they will run hour of space for everybody. Okay, who this meant? Like, okay, y'all see this, right? It's supposed to be out, but they will run out. Is this on purpose? Because I'm noticing they've on purposely, or I don't know if it's on purpose, but they've misspelled several words throughout this game. I don't know if it's to say the characters like Ted or Dolores, Mary Jane, whoever's writing them. Apparently they don't have good enough English. I don't know proper grammar. Right now they're scouring the town looking for a good spot to build a bigger camp, and they could really use a map. Sure. Day 32. Maybe we could survive to day 50. Wait, I don't remember the bandages. Did they give him some bandages? Nope. We were happy to see them again. We quickly handed them our map and pointed out several locations that might be worth checking out. They left before it got dark to still get a few hours of scouting in daylight, but they said they would definitely be back again soon to share some news and a friendly chat. We hope they find a good place. Maybe we could visit them when the camp is ready. Or maybe they could help us right now, considering Ted's sick. I'm not gonna give him anything to drink yet. He can wait a few days. Hear that noise coming from below. This is probably the right time to check out that manhole in the corner. The one that's been locked tight ever since we got to the shelter. I've never seen that. But yeah, let's check it. Check everything. Hey! Sherikov's back. Radio's working. Medkit looks full. That sounds like a good thing. We found treasure down there. Pills, bottles, and other medical supplies were stacked on a few shelves down in the narrow room, just enough to stock our first aid kit. Good for us. We didn't find the source of the noise. To our surprise, we found Sherikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates, or our kind hearts, optimism, or just our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness yet. That's fine. Ted might have some nasty scars if those wounds ever heal. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. I'll give him a drink. I'm giving him the med kit. And I'm not going to give him food yet, because it didn't say anything about him being hungry. Although I'll check it. Let me check. Fatigued, sick, hurt. Yeah. Fatigued. I'll give him food anyway, because I'm not sure. The army's on the radio again. They said, I need... Okay. I need to write down everything that I need specifically. I need the cards. I need the radio. I need the medkit. I need the mask. Like, I need everything. Gosh. I'm more upset that I haven't found a pack of cards yet. I can't even trade. It's like you have to give them... Ugh, she's not looking too good. And I just used the... Oh, you've got to be pulling on my leg. Dang it, we missed our chance to let the military know where we are. There is a good bet they will get back to us again. There is a good bet they will get back to us again, but when will that be? Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We tried our luck at a nearby bar, fittingly called the World's End. Usually such a respectable family like our own would never go there, but this time we gave it a shot, hoping to find some unclaimed goods. Who would have known that tomato soup used to be such a popular snack in a bar? We found a few cans of it and took them with us. Okay, we got one can. We didn't expect to find any clean water in the bar, and we weren't wrong. Whatever we found wasn't pure, and it wasn't water, but hey, if it quenches thirst, it counts. From what we could tell, the atomic blast interrupted a poker game. Those poor souls are not likely to be finishing that game anytime soon, but we can still use their cards to entertain ourselves. We returned from the expedition, but our axe didn't make it. Ugh. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. The vehicle down the street looked like someone's work in progress. We observed it from afar. Who could the owner be? We kept our distance for the time being, but we may want to take a closer look in the future. This could potentially be our ticket out of here. Maybe. Ted has recovered from sickness. He's no longer thirsty. She's quite hungry, really tired, fatigued, and contracted an illness. Okay, well, I don't know what to do about that. She's hungry. You're fine. I'll give her some water, just in case. No expedition? Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sheriko found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out. Plaster and debris fell on our table, topped off with a big meowing fur ball. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we take away the wire, so maybe it's best to leave it be. Or should we examine that wire? I'm assuming it means examine the wire, so yes, I do want to examine the wire. Day 35. We're doing good. Ted's grown a beard. He just keeps moving around. I just think that's funny. We followed the wire outside and found a half-burned-out truck with two surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an array of blinking bulbs. That's some space tech right there. Were they listening in on us in our very own shelter? Their feeble excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knows you can't have picnics here, and the car had no wheels. Mary Jane's dad could use a little food. Condition isn't any better today. She's still tired. Let's give her some time to recover. I'll give her food. Was there anything else to this? The morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Okay. Is she thirsty? No. Oh wait, I could just do that. I don't know what... I guess it... The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? You know what? Sure. Give them a chance to explain while they can. Bless you. Every time they sneeze, I'm just going to end up saying bless you. We still have all of our stuff from the looks of it. They were agents, real, live, secret agents on a government mission. We saw their identity cards briefly. They were listening in on us. It was the cat they were interested in. They made a request, too, wanting us to aid them with some of their top secret missions in the future. If we do that, they promise they will extract us to a government safe house full of supplies and donuts. Hopefully they come back soon with more information. Oh. Rather sick, still tired. He should drink something soon, but not immediately. Today was an exciting day for Ted. All of a sudden, he found car keys in his back pocket. He has been sitting on them this whole time. Anyway, it got him reminiscing about his favorite automobile, and now he's worried about it being parked up for too long. Something tells us it's the least of its trouble at the moment, but Ted seems really eager to go out and turn the engine over. Yeah, sure. He's fine. He's healthy, as far as I know. Please, can I send out the card thing to the government? That's... Okay, if you know Morse code, someone crack it. Since Ted doesn't remember where he last parked the car, this could take a while. Hopefully he's back soon with good news. If the car still works, maybe we could all get out of here and drive somewhere safer. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. If we don't cure Mary Jane soon, who knows what will happen. She's tired. Everyone has to drink something. Is there any water left? And she's quite hungry. Sure. I need a med kit, though. We have a working radio. Why not use it? Maybe we'll be able to catch a broadcast or two. That means work on it. Not work on it. Just listen, right? Because I remember like in the part 1 or whenever we had a... Okay, day 38. We were able to tune in and get rid of just enough static to listen to a very energetic and lively speaker. He seemed well informed and mentioned a few helpful tips that should make it easier for us to survive the next expedition. I don't know what's going to happen to Mary Jane. I don't have a medkit. So, these are dire circumstances we found ourselves in. Supplies are running low, and if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trap door, and there might be some supplies inside. Of course, there's a chance that the neighbor and her kids managed to get there in time, but we could really use whatever they have, and we're stronger. Should we pay them a visit? It's a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. uh, uh, um, hmm. Okay, y'all heard that, right? That was a gunshot. There's a handprint on the wall. Mary Jane is still here. We have a box full of soup. And I don't know. Because I don't think we had a gun. We didn't have the gun. We're now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. Mary Jane is still rather sick. Then what was the gunshot for? Oh my gosh, we got plenty of soup. We need more water, though. It's been a few days since Ted went to look for his car. We're getting really worried now, especially since there have been loud thuds and shouting coming from above. Maybe he got into some trouble. Should we take a peek outside? We're getting really worried now, especially since there have been loud thuds and shouting coming from above. Maybe he got... I'm gonna say no on this one. What is this one? What is this saying? Okay, I've done everything here. I just gotta... I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go with my gut and say he's gonna come back. See? That's him. I bet I was right. I was right. I had to go with my gut. I know what I'm doing. I'm smarter. Let's go. Just when we were about to give up on Ted, altogether, he stumbled into the shelter, swaying around and carrying something on his back. He has completely forgotten about the car idea, and instead joined in on some post-apocalyptic barbecue party right outside, complete with tomato liquor and grilled rats on a stick. Ted smiled blissfully at the memory of rats on a stick, then proceeded to get sick on his own shoes. It looks like he had fun, though. We got one soup. Ted safely returned from his voyage. All Ted wishes for was a few drops of water. Aren't there any drugs we could give Mary Jane Waters? I don't have a med kit. If you wanna... She's thirsty. He's thirsty. And no expedition. Bandits are at the door, promising us the worst fate we can imagine if we don't let them in. It's time to make a stand or surrender. If I had the gun, I know the scenario because I've gone through it once before. I think this was in part 1 or part 2. We used the gun to fight them off, but we don't have it, so I'm hoping the lock prevents them from coming in. Whew. It worked. And now they're both sick, and I don't have a med kit. We didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems that they gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad the padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other soup-hungry barbarians. We've taken a stand and shown these bandits who's in charge here. We're hoping they won't come back with more friends. We're hoping they won't come back with more friends some other time. He's tired. He's no longer thirsty, but he's infected. Rather sick, no longer thirsty. So they're just sick. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in with our next top-secret mission that will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? They're in no shape. They are in no shape. But I gotta do it. So, God, I don't want to do it. Ted needs rest, so it's gonna have to be Mary Jane. I'm nervous for him. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised to be back with more information soon. Soon, coughing has recovered any energy. Today we were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. I'm not gonna. What is that? A harmonica? No. Sorry, but no. I've really. I'm just trying to. Despite his desperate attempts to sell us all kinds of things, useless or not, we turned down the man's offers, probably for better. He did look quite untrustworthy. I don't know how. I'm trying to help any way I can, but another broadcast from the military. They said they needed to locate the general area we're in, and they want us to leave. Yes, yes. We're supposed to go out to the nearest bus stop and pin the card denoting our head count there. Weird, perhaps. If we're doing it, the time is now. Finally. This is the one thing I've been wanting to do, and I never got to do it because I didn't have the cards. So, here's hoping. The cards are in place, and all we need to do is wait for the army to pinpoint our location. This shouldn't take long, we hope. Illness yet. Recovered his energy. Looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to drink right now. You know what? I'm just going to give you both, because we've got plenty. A gang of thugs started banging on our door, ordering us to surrender and give up all of our supplies. How do we respond? Are you kidding me? Now? Shoot. It was fun while it lasted. That is such BS. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to get so much more stuff in part 5. Our safe haven was invaded by a filthy and vulgar band of thugs. The look in their eyes did not promise anything good. If we only held out a bit longer, maybe the military would have rescued us. That recon mission was risky business. We had to visit neighborhoods that were dicey even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs. All of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we're expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, maybe even a hot tub. The injury Mary Jane has may take a while to heal. We held out for 45 days. That is such BS. And I finally got the... That's disappointing. Yeah. Survived 45 days, consumed 4.75 water, 4.25 soup, defended my shelter 1 time, successful 3 out of 3 on successful expeditions, items brought from expeditions 10, no decisions 2, and yes decisions. Well, that was part 4 of 60 Seconds Reatomized. Now I'm at the point where I'm going to play this game until I beat it. Or at least, I don't know. Is there an ending to this game? I feel like there is, because you have the stuff with the government, and you have the stuff with the spies, and you've got the neighboring shelter, the twins. You've got the twins who are trying to make a bigger shelter. So I'm wondering, is there a point where I can survive long enough to start receiving the benefits, or I'm actually beating the game. Is that possible? If you know that, let me know in the down. If y'all know, let me know in the comments down below. I am having fun with this game. Um, I'm just gonna have to do better at grabbing stuff in the next game. Not sure what difficulty I'll do. I may just go back to the easy mode and try and beat it, or we could do the hard mode. I'm up for anything, honestly. But if y'all have enjoyed, let me know. Uh, Click the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Check out all the past videos. Uh, Currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers uh, and 4,000 public watch hours, so I'd appreciate y'all's help with that. With that being said, thank y'all for watching, and have a nice day.